sense of the instrument, the strings, how to tune, how to take care of the instruments. So he's really proud of the children. They are doing wonderful.
I understand that this concept is purposely to raise funds towards building a new classical for classical music training and all this. How much do you expect to raise? I mean, to complete the building?
Yes, I can understand. Really, first time for us in Bani Motown. We have a big expectation. Local people now. As I said, the instruments came from abroad. We are trying to make awareness here inside of Papua New Guinea, in Bani area, to get some fundings for the buildings. Actually, this one we are doing with that purpose, fundraising for the building in Baro, in the west coast of Bani. We started already the building. We are half of completion. We are needing like 200,000 kina to complete the building. So we hope to get some money from the contribution of the people, the generosity of the people in Bani Motown.
Final question: do you? I mean, this will be the first. Or you will be having? I mean, from the interest I've seen here, I mean, crowd are coming, people are coming to be. I mean, to see this concert here. You think of, I mean, a bigger space where many people can come in.
Yeah, the next concert, December 12th, the concert is maybe in the Medallion Hotel. Okay, it's more big the space, and wait for more people in this invitation.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We are having a live connection through internet. There are many people around the world that are watching this, and they are so proud to help us and to give out the support.
Thank you very much. I did a live broadcast now. I mean, they called me, so I'm giving a live broadcast for our local radio station here.
Perfect.
But thank you, those of you who are tuning in from all over the world. Well, this is actually what happening in Bani Motown, West Epic Province. We have a concert here, classical music concert. I think it will be the first in Bani Motown, and I believe it will be the first in Papua New Guinea. If I'm wrong, somebody can correct me. But for myself, I think this will be the first. So this is the first time. So we're seeing crowd here, coming here just to observe and to see this classical music concert. So maybe they'll be holding a bigger one next time, maybe at the Medellin Hotel.
Miguel, ¿alguien le puede bajar la música para continuar la entrevista? ¿Alguien le puede dropar la música para bajar? Sí, para la entrevista. So as you say, it's true, because I heard that for sure is the only orchestra now in Papua New Guinea. Is the only classical orchestra music here.
Well, I think it will be the first time. That's from my own my observation here. I mean, we have the other bands or whatever coming in from overseas, but this one, classical music or an orchestra playing. I believe this will be the first in Bani Motown and also in Papua New Guinea, where we have a conductor standing in front, conducting people playing, different kinds of instruments. So this will be the first. Yeah. I believe in Papua New Guinea.
Yeah, me too, and we are assisting a historical day, because as you say, it is the first day that it is starting as a local, not only overseas musician, it's a local musician that will play this, and it will be an historical day. We will be very proud. Thank you so much for helping us to be MBC here, the coverage of this. And well, I hope that you enjoy this presentation. God bless you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Concert here in Bani Beach Hotel with the Queen of Paradise Orchestra. The purpose of this concert is to create awareness here in Bani Motown. We have been always working inside our parish, Holy Trinity, the west coast of Bani. This is our first time here in Bani Motown, so we are very happy. We are inviting many important people to the education. We would like to register this orchestra as part of the vocational school. Sistema education in Barimu. And also we try to get some funding for completion of the classrooms that we are building at Barimu at the moment. Thank you for watching.
Spanish now.
Padre Miguel,
Sí.
tenemos también algunos, le podríamos llamar live escuchas,
Sí.
no sé, radio
Saludos a
escuchas
todos.
o...
Ahí traducimos.
Saludo a
Unos
todos.
followers.
Y vamos un poco en español, eso va a ayudar mucho.
Claro, ahora les hacemos un saludo en español. ¿Les quiere contar un poco acerca de este proyecto para la gente que no está muy envuelta en el desarrollo de este nuevo programa aquí en Bánimo?
Sí, muchas gracias a todos nuestros videntes por internet, sobre todo los que están ahí temprano de la madrugada. Especiales saludos a Milena, a la esposa de Jesús, que estará ahí en Venezuela. Bueno, y lo que se trata de este programa es continuar el espíritu, la filosofía del maestro Abreu a través del maestro Jesús, que él pertenece al Sistema, para llegar a la educación de los niños, aquellos que están más necesitados, educación, disciplina, todos los valores que trae consigo la música clásica, según el espíritu del maestro Abreu. Al mismo tiempo nosotros como misioneros queremos aprovechar este medio para evangelizar la cultura, presentando todos los valores cristianos para la sociedad aquí en nuestro país, en Papua New Guinea.
Es importante acotarlo que estos chicos que ustedes van a escuchar hoy, que los van a ver por primera vez en un concierto como este, son chicos que tienen muy poco tiempo haciendo música, porque no conocían absolutamente nada relacionado a lo que es la música académica, no sabían lo que era una nota musical, no conocían una tri, no sabían lo que era un instrumento. Hoy en día van a escuchar niños que hacen un diverso programa. Espero que lo puedan disfrutar y se den cuenta que lo que se viene haciendo en un año musical ha sido un gran trabajo, un gran fruto con excelentes logros que van a ser reflejados y lo van a poder ver en el concierto de hoy.
Muy bien, pues agradecemos su dedicación y su tiempo y no les quitamos más sus preciosos minutos, los dejamos que se preparen para que todas las personas que nos están aquí presentes en Bánimo y también presentes a lo largo del mundo puedan disfrutar este hermoso concierto que con tanto esfuerzo han preparado para todos. Muchas gracias y que Dios les cuide.
Muchas gracias. Ya
Gracias.
comenzamos.
Good evening and welcome to the Queen of Paradise Orchestra concert. We're so the MC for tonight. First, to begin, we'd like to deeply thank Auntie Marianne and all of the staff of Vanimo Beach Hotel. Thank you so much for them for their generous hosting us today. They prepared the beautiful environment and they agreed to host us, so we're very thankful for that. Also, we'd like to welcome some of our special guests. We have here with us the manager of the Medallion Hotel. We have Mr. Freddie, CEO of People's Company. All of the priests and sisters of the diocese, thank you for being here. And especially to the parents and the families of the children, thanks to all of you for coming tonight. We've also received a special greeting from the governor of Vanimo. He's currently in Port Moresby, so he wanted to welcome everyone and say that he's sorry he couldn't be here. He's on business in Moresby for now, but he especially sends his greetings and support to the orchestra children, directors, and everyone here tonight. Now I'd like to introduce to you the idea behind our Queen of Paradise Orchestra, because for some of you, it will be the first time that you're seeing them tonight. The Queen of Paradise project is a work inspired by El Sistema of choirs and orchestra from Venezuela. It was introduced into Vanimo here in PNG as a project that applies musical education. They have group programs as well as individual practices with their instruments. Primarily, it's a project of our religious family of the Incarnate Word. And our goal is the elevation of the person through the social, cultural, and educational aspects of their life. The idea isn't just to teach music, although that's the great part of it. But it's also to inspire these children to love beauty and to elevate their soul through the virtues of responsibility, discipline, school, social skills, teamwork, and perseverance. He arrived in Vanimo in 1997, and us sisters arrived in 2002. But just recently, in the last few years, we've been able to put into practice a long-awaited dream, that Jesus Christ may penetrate the culture, in this case, using music. As St. John Paul II says in his letter to artists, art, or better said, the activity of the artist, when their works are capable of reflecting the infinite beauty of God, and they direct the hearts of man towards God, the work of artists better manifests the knowledge of God, and the preaching of the gospel is made transparent. Beauty is one of the keys that unlocks the mystery of God. In it, there's an invitation to fall in love with life and have a great dream for the future. For the artist, the beauty of created things doesn't fully satisfy their longing, for their soul is truly aspiring to God. We want, with this Queen of Paradise Orchestra project, to transcend or go beyond the matter and open the soul to the sense of the eternal. So you might ask, how did this all begin? Well, in August of 2018, we began first with the meetings and classes of children of the 5 villages of Holy Trinity Bottom Parish. There were 50 children in total in our first classes. In October of the same year, 2018, we were able to concrete the assistance and direction of the orchestra with the help of El Sistema, founded by Master José Antonio Abreu. El Sistema, which is the system of this teaching of music, was created in 1975 in a garage with just 11 children, and eventually grew to more than 300 choirs and orchestras in Venezuela alone. One of the program's founding principles was to fight poverty by teaching music, teaching classical works in the poorest area of the country. Eventually, this system went worldwide and now is in over 40 countries. It was created not only to help children and youth overcome the disadvantages of poverty, but also to unlock untouched intellectual potencies for success in school and in life. Because an orchestra is like a small community, it provides children with the opportunity to work together, to have responsibility, and show mutual respect. Our educational music program officially began with the arrival of Master Jesus Briceño from Venezuela, who teaches El Sistema. He was here for a month and a half, from October to December 2018. They began with violin classes and the first presentation of the orchestra, back into courses, recorder classes, the children's choir, and violin. From February until October 2019, the project continued to develop through the different courses and classes under the direction of Sister Cielos. After After her 9 months of directing solo, Master Jesus returned in October 2019 and remains with our project until May 2022. Last year, in 2019, they added viola classes, cello, and the double bass. The first chord orchestra of the country officially debuted in October 2019. Now this year, in 2020, the formation of groups of local leaders has begun. These are the future leaders who will continue the orchestra project into the future. After this concert tonight, there will be 20 new members of the orchestra, including a new village on the West Coast. Until now, that's the history of the Queen of Paradise Orchestra. Just 2 short academic years, these students began 2 years ago. Now, tonight, we're making history with our first concert of the year. So I would like to welcome first Master Jesus to come and say just a few words for us tonight. He's the director of our choir.
Hello, good afternoon. Good morning for the people in other countries. Same afternoon for the people, for example, in Australia, maybe near. For people in Indonesia, many people is now the concert. Thank you so much. Venezuela, Argentina, Mexico City. Greetings for all and welcome to the concert. People here present, thank you for coming. Enjoy the concert. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Master Jesus. As he mentioned, tonight we are live streaming to all over the world, many different countries, as he mentioned. So a big welcome to everyone online. And in our first section tonight, we will have 3 pieces played by all the children on the recorder. Normally, the recorder is directed by Sister Cielos, but tonight, all of the pieces will be led by Master Jesus. Their first piece is an ancient hymn of the church, the Te Deum. After that, they will be playing a waltz, and finally, a Hungarian canon, all on the recorder. So let's welcome them. much, recorders. That was wonderful. St. John Paul II said, "Yours is a gigantic task of overcoming all evil with good, always trying, amidst the problems of life, to place your trust in God, knowing that His grace supplies the strength to human weakness. You must oppose every form of hatred with the invincible power of Christ's love." In some way, this is what our instrumental students did this year during the difficulties of pandemic. Of course, there were many difficulties, as you know, with the lockdowns, and their dedication and perseverance has definitely paid off, as we will see tonight. Our next section will consist of different soloists with their respective instruments. We will see that all of our soloists have been working hard this whole year to learn their instrument. But it's also something truly notable that they have just one teacher. Master Jesus not only teaches the violin, but he teaches all of the string instruments to these children. They have only one music teacher. Our first two soloists learned first the violin. So first they were studying the violin, and now they've also started playing the viola, which is truly an accomplishment. They've shown great dedication and have done a great job with their second instrument. Now, I'd like to quote Plato, the ancient philosopher. He said that music gives a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. So tonight we can see that it's true. Music really gives a soul to the universe. It opens our soul towards God and the eternal, towards the beautiful. Our first soloist tonight is Jackson Ramene, who will be playing the viola. Let's welcome Jackson. is called Allegro, or joyful, which reminds us of another quote of St. John Paul II that rings eternally true. He said, "Darkness can only be scattered by light. Hatred can only be conquered by love." Again, darkness can only be scattered by light, and hatred can only be conquered by love. So up next, we welcome Carmen Feni on the viola playing Allegro. Reminds us of the famous Danish author H.C. Henderson. He said, "Where words fail, music speaks." So let's see what the next song tells us as we listen to Chantal Ekre on the cello. Please welcome Chantal. and it will be played by Talita Taño, also on the cello. Let's welcome her. Which means the little chicks say. So as we're hearing this song, let's see if we can hear the little chicks. Let's welcome, up next is Alison Pasica on the cello. but especially here in PNG, this is the first orchestra in PNG, the Queen of Paradise Orchestra. And so this instrument is probably the only one in the whole country. And tonight you'll get to see it. We'll be hearing a petite piece by Schumann, and it will be played tonight on the double bass by Christina Pasica. So please welcome her. They must tune them before their piece. That's because they're all made of wood and they're strings. So here in PNG, you all here with me tonight know this, it's very hot. It's hot and humid. And this is very hard on the wooden instruments with strings. So that's one of the reasons why. Now, I would like to quote Maria Agustina von Trapp, who was the mother of a big family, the Von Trapp family. If you've ever heard of The Sound of Music, this movie was inspired by her family. And she once said that music acts like a magic key to which the most tightly closed hearts open. So music is another way to open hearts. And she truly understood the beautiful power of music. Now, next we're going to see a duet between Master Jesus Briceño and Christina Pasica. Now, Master Jesus, who we welcomed before, he's from Venezuela, and he's participated in the choir since he was a small child. He began his musical studies with El Sistema when he was just 11. He went on to study the violin and conduction of music. He has directed many orchestras in the top concert halls of Venezuela, and now has dedicated these years to helping us begin the Queen of Paradise Orchestra. So now we'd like to welcome Master Jesus and Christina. Master Jesus will be playing the violin, and Christina will be playing the double bass. The song they're playing is La Balada de Portugués. Let's welcome them. we've got to live this next quote. This next quote comes from Johann Wolfgang, a famous German writer, who said, "A man should hear a little music, read a little poetry, and see a fine picture every day of his life." So hear a little music, read a little poetry, and see a fine picture, in order that worldly cares might not obliterate his sense of the beautiful, which God has implanted in the soul. So, luckily tonight we get to experience that. Now, in this next section, we have a short intermission before the final. So we're going to see, now this concert in a special way was inspired by Ludwig van Beethoven, because this year, 2020, marks the 250th anniversary of his. So we're going to see in just a moment a little bit about the immense impact he had on music.
Está saliendo por acá el sonido. Fíjese si puede pasarlo al parlante.
¿Necesita ayuda?
¿Ah?
Ahí te ayudo.
¿Quieres fijarte?
Illustrating history. Can you imagine a musician who can't hear? Well, that's exactly what happened to one of the greatest composers in history, Ludwig van Beethoven. He was born in 1770 in the city of Bonn, Germany. His father, a very strict man, gave him his first music lessons. At the age of 5, Beethoven showed great talent at the piano. When he was 8, he started taking lessons with the musician Christian Neef, who was impressed by Beethoven and gave him a formal musical education, enabling him to become a professional musician at the age of 11. When he was 16, he participated in a recital for the great composer Mozart, who was very impressed by the talent of young Beethoven. Although his career was promising, at home he was going through some very difficult times. At a time when medicine was very limited, Beethoven lost 3 siblings when they were still babies. He also lost his beloved mother to tuberculosis when he was just 16. His father's alcoholism worsened, and even though he was still young, he had to become the head of the household and raised his younger brothers, Caspar and Nicholas. In 1792, at the age of 22, Beethoven moved to Vienna, Austria, which was the world capital of music, where the greatest composers of the time lived. In Vienna, Beethoven studied with great musical masters like Joseph Haydn and Antonio Salieri. There, he composed all his major pieces. But when he was 26, he started losing his hearing. Obviously, this left him deeply troubled, even embarrassed, and he kept his disability a secret for many years. But even while he was going through immense suffering, Beethoven continued composing. At the age of 54, in 1824, only 3 years before his death, he composed one of his most famous pieces, his Symphony No. 9. Rumor has it that while composing it, he would lay his ear over the piano to be able to hear the notes. And while his deafness might have prevented him from hearing his own music, driven by his love for his art and commitment to his talent, Beethoven has given the world compositions that will forever touch the hearts of all mankind.
Okay, round of applause for Beethoven. Very impressive how he could overcome such a great difficulty in his life. Now, as you know, tonight's concert is also a fundraiser to help us complete the construction of the building of our music school. So we'd like to thank those of you who have generously cooperated with buying a ticket to be here tonight. Now, before you leave, there's also a box in the back if you feel like you can help us even more. Your financial aid will help us to finish the construction of the new music classrooms. Now, if you've passed by Baro, you'll see that they've started working on the building. And this will be the place where the students can have a proper place to store their instruments. As we said before, they're very fragile and delicate, the wood and strings, here in the humidity of PNG. Now, next I'm going to welcome Father Miguel de la Calle from IVE, who is the parish priest of Holy Trinity, Baro Parish, and he's also the man in charge behind the Queen of Paradise Orchestra. He's the one to make sure that Queen of Paradise continues to run smoothly, especially dedicating much time and effort to fundraising, finding personal benefactors, and fulfilling the needs of all of the students. Since this project is fully run and funded by us religious with the help of God's providence. So now I'd like to welcome Father Miguel.
Good night, everyone. Thank you for your presence here. Should I go up here? Yeah. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. First of all, I would like to give my big thanks to Marianne. She's at the back in everything to run perfect and nice. And give a clap to her, please. She invited us very generously to this venue. We are here, thanks be to God. So, number two, I want to thank all of you who came tonight here to take part of this evening. The first concert in Bani town of classical music in this very important anniversary of Beethoven. So, we are joining the whole world, even by live streaming, but not only in that camera, but in the spirit, because the whole world is celebrating this 250 anniversary of Beethoven's birth. As you just watched this small video, short video about his life. He was one of the best composers in the history, and what we are going to hear now, they're now tuning the instruments, is one of the best known compositions of Beethoven, Symphony No. 9. So really we are very proud as Queen of Paradise to present tonight for you this Symphony No. 9. It's one of the best pieces in the world. Everyone is playing this one during this anniversary, 250th anniversary. All the countries of the world are playing this one. So even Papua New Guinea tonight, and we will join the whole world playing this one. And what else to say? Thank you for Sister Sacrifice, our MC. She's saying everything. I just remark one of her words, that we are doing this for the glory of God and Triumph God, the country one, and to evangelize our people through music, and through the beautiful things we can reach the beautiful one, and that is God. As we can reach also through the study of the truth, we can reach the true one, through goodness, being charitable with one another, we can reach the love Himself, that is God. So also God is manifested through the beautiful things. And music, when it's good, is beautiful. We can hear now, and we can really enjoy this night. But the best part is still to come. So what now you are going to hear is something really amazing. And I hope that you will enjoy it, and that you will continue to join in our concerts. We will have another concert for Christmas, God willing, and we'll try to make it in a bigger venue. If you see that it's not full now because we stopped many people to come. And many people wanted to come, we said there is not much space. So we try to do it in a bigger space for the next concert. So thank you for your coming, thank you for your presence. May God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Father. Now we're going to see a very short video about the Queen of Paradise construction project. So you'll see what the progress is now and the hope for the future.
Arráncalo.
Orchestra directors and all of you here from Bishop Francis Nelly. He couldn't be with us tonight, but he sends his greetings. Alright, now, I want to quote for the last time St. John Paul II, this great saint whose feast is coming up this week on the 22nd. He declared, "The future is in your hearts and in your hands. God is entrusting to you the task, at once difficult but uplifting, of working with Him in building the civilization of love." So we know that a civilization is a complex society where each person must give their best for the common good, especially our leaders. It's similar to an orchestra, which is made of many parts. Each person must know their part well to give to the overall harmony of the piece of music. Our final section tonight, the grand finale, will be the strings orchestra along with the choir. The orchestra is made of five violins playing the first part, 9 violins playing the second part, 2 violas, 2 cellos, and 1 double bass, together with the 43 children singing in the choir. They will be playing the famous Ode to Joy, which, as we mentioned, is from Beethoven's Symphony No. 9. We have just a few more moments while they're tuning their instruments. And again, we'd like to give our greeting and shout out to those watching online, live, supporting us with their presence. Some of them are up in some parts of the world. It's 2 a.m., 3 a.m. for them. But they are having group watch parties and supporting us through their presence, virtually, as well as their prayers. So we thank them for that. And again, a big thank you to Ate Marianne and all those at Belo Beach Hotel for this wonderful venue. So in just a short time, we will be welcoming our grand finale. Again, there's 19 string instruments tonight, and the rest of the children will be singing in the choir. So this is historic, not only for Vanimo, it's the first orchestra concert in Vanimo, but for the whole country, it's one of the first orchestras. So let's welcome them.
Reach out
thank you for all of their hard work.
All the benefactors for overseas.
Please come forward, leaders. These leaders are heads or leaders in each of the villages, and they make sure that everyone comes to practice, is practicing, has transportation. They are like the mama and papas of everyone here in the orchestra. So big round of applause for them.
No, I'm a press. We're about to end this transmission, and we want to give thank you for all the people for overseas that were supporting this transmission, por toda la gente de habla español que estuvo viendo esta transmisión. We get the people from Papua New Guinea. Thank you for all the help. Thank you for supporting the children. And on December 12th, we will have another concert, and we expect that the connection and the installation will be better in order to offer you a new opportunity to see this magnificent over in Papua New Guinea. With this beautiful view, we can end this live streaming. Thank you for tuning. Thank you for being here and share this, that all the people can help us to help more children here in Papua New Guinea. God bless you.